Having a great morning.
Yeah.
We're having a fun morning. It's halfway through the work week.
Not too bad. Last week we dealt with a little bit of humidity, desert-style humidity, but that has even come down. So it's nice outside with slightly below normal numbers. I mean, for late July, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
As we call it, poolable.
Poolable. I love it. All right. Well, that full forecast in a little bit. I hear there's some changes.
Yeah,
that you're gonna
a
talk
few
about.
next week, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's for later, not for now.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and turn to that top story this morning. The Palm Springs Surf Club under public scrutiny last night. The Palm Springs Planning Commission reviewing noise complaints against the park. Our NBC Palm Springs' Caitlin Kelly was at the meeting.
These were the opening remarks made by the owner of the Palm Springs Surf Club, Mara Smith. Tuesday evening, community members, along with the staff of the Palm Springs Surf Club, discussed the issue of ongoing noise complaints.
We can't enjoy our lives the way we did before they were there.
Prior to comments from the community, a member of code enforcement shared his findings, which showed that noise levels taken from just outside the park did indeed go above the allowed decibel level.
It can be remedied, and that's all we're simply asking.
A consistent message, however, was relayed from Mara in regards to the noise.
I want to hear the neighbors and be a really amazing neighbor.
Part of the efforts made by the Surf Club include meeting with acoustic engineers, who believe installing a living wall comprised of trees will lower the decibel level by approximately 11, which, based on the data shared by code enforcement, would bring the levels down to around acceptable levels. And if given the green light, the Palm Springs Surf Club can have that living wall installed by October 1st. With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
And there was another sound causing some public disturbance in Palm Springs yesterday. That was because over a dozen military aircraft used the airport to conduct some training exercises. Take a look. That was the view in the sky yesterday. Many residents calling in to let us know their windows were shaking from the sound. In a statement, Palm Springs International Airport saying they do not have any military units based here. However, federal law requires them to allow military access to the airfield when needed. They also do not receive advance notice of these flights, which led to a few startled Valley residents yesterday. Others saying, hey, free air show in the afternoon. On the Coachella Valley Rail Project picking up some speed. Coachella City Council meets tonight, and on the agenda is an overview of the community feedback and decisions they've made so far. The rail project will connect the valley to Orange County and Los Angeles. Officials are looking at a downtown location near 4th Street and Grapefruit Boulevard as the hub for this station, although no plan has been finalized. The report indicates it will lay the groundwork for a larger downtown revitalization effort with plans for mixed housing and restaurants as well. A new candidate has entered the race for Congress in California's 41st district, which covers portions of the Coachella Valley. Catherine Ailman officially kicking off her run for Congress at a campaign lunch Tuesday. It was a launch at the Democratic headquarters for Desert and Cathedral City. Ailman is a public school teacher, working mom of 4, and a small business owner. She's also a former Norco City Council member. Ailman enters the race with endorsement of former U.S. Senator Barbara Boxer and more than 100 local elected officials and community leaders as well.
We've really got to get common sense policies in Congress that are going to provide relief for working families. I hear from them firsthand. I'm one of them. They are struggling with what's happening, and what's coming out of this administration is just continuing to increase costs, which is harming our families in this district.
If you want to make a statement that you don't want someone who is there for 33 years fighting for billionaires and not for this district, Catherine is your person. It's going to be a very exciting race. I rarely get into primary fights. I really don't. But when I met her, I just knew. Something inside me said, this is the woman for these times.
Ailman was elected to the Norco City Council in a heavily Republican district, becoming the only Democrat on the council. She'll now face incumbent Representative Ken Calvert, amongst others. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside. This is our Agua Caliente casino camera in downtown Palm Springs this afternoon. We'll check in with Jerry Steffen this morning. Went for a walk. It was a little breezy, but this camera is showing pretty still out there right now.
Yeah, not too bad for late July in the Coachella Valley. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll see some changes next week, though. 90 degrees, Palm Springs, winds light, 21% relative humidity. That'll be closer to 10% by the middle of the afternoon. 93 at thermal, 18% relative humidity. Okay, as far as temps, 84 up at Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley, 91 Desert Hot Springs, Pear 94s, Thousand Palms, Palm Desert, San Gorgonio Pass, upper 70s, lower 80s. To begin our day. We're looking at clear skies right now, so nothing on radar to show you. We do have hot and dry air forecast this afternoon. 104 to 108 under clear skies today. Dew points in the 40s. And like I said, relative humidity at 10% or slightly higher. So relatively dry air with these numbers today. 104 in Palm Springs when the normal high in late July is 109. So we'll take that. Indio, 106, 107 La Quinta. 106 for high tomorrow. We could see some fair weather high clouds, filtered sunshine for tomorrow, 104 on Friday with clear conditions. But what about next week? We'll see some changes coming up as the numbers do accelerate. We'll take a look at that. Full forecast 7-day on the way.
Thank you, Jerry. Let's go ahead and continue with some local news this morning. The city of Palm Springs is taking inventory, this time of its arts and cultural sites throughout the city. They're conducting a survey to assess all businesses and organizations like performing arts spaces, art galleries, and theater companies. They have a survey that you can fill out to help them. You can find the link to that on our newsroom tab of our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. A local nonprofit is asking for your help to treat animals who need urgent medical attention. You see here a 2.5-year-old German Shepherd named April who was hit by a car this week, resulting in 2 broken legs. It was brought to the Riverside County Animal Shelter in Thousand Palms. They didn't have the ability to help her, so Animal Samaritans stepped in. But the fund they use to help homeless and neglected animals is depleted. They're asking for your help today to get April the surgery that she desperately needs.
That surgery is being covered by the Cade L. Morrow Dog and Cat Care Fund that is specifically set up for homeless, abused, and neglected animals. Currently, that fund has very little money in it, so we're asking the public, the community here in Coachella Valley, to help us with April's care and the surgery that she needs.
We have the website link that you can donate directly to for the Cade L. Morrow Dog and Cat Care Fund to help April. There's the link at the bottom of your screen. The surgery to repair both broken legs will cost around $2,500. And if you have more to give, it will help other animals who need urgent medical attention. Again, the website there at the bottom of your screen, it's animalsamaritans.org/Cade if you'd like to help out. As part of the ongoing Indian Canyon Bridge Widening and Improvements project, the city of Palm Springs will begin the installation of new sewer pipeline along North Indian Canyon Drive. This will extend from south of Palm Springs Station Road to West Tramview Road. This begins Wednesday, July 23rd. It runs through Friday the 25th. There will be a closure of the #1 northbound lane from West Tramview Road to Sunrise Parkway. Construction is projected to continue through May of 2026. So use alternate routes to avoid traffic congestion. As a new school year starts next month, one local teacher is talking to us about why educators feel like they need to go through outside recourses to get the supplies they need. Our Brett Rosen has the details.
Bubbling Wells elementary school teacher Amanda Mojica says educators are trying to find unique and different ways and trying to get school supplies for the upcoming school year, like entering contests. Amanda Mojica has been a 4th grade teacher at Bubbling Wells Elementary School 3 years now. She says the district does provide some supplies for the classroom, however, it's not enough. So Mojica says the majority of supplies and decorations comes out of her own wallet.
Basically everything you see on the walls is not really provided by the district or the school, so all decorations and everything that makes the classroom homey is bought by teachers.
Mojica says despite not getting paid during the summer months, she still spends roughly $500 to $600 for supplies and decorations before the year starts. She says this is common for most educators and can be an added stress.
I'm lucky enough to have the means to do it, but I know a lot of teachers don't, especially because they have to supply for their own students, their own kids. And during the summer, when you're not getting paychecks and you're trying to buy stuff for your classroom, it could be really hard.
Mojica has a social media presence on both TikTok and Instagram.
Set up day 1.
Got started by rolling up my rug.
In many of her videos, she pushes her Amazon wish list to try and get donated school supplies. She says, as an educator, it's a common practice to put yourself out there so you can try and receive donations from family and friends.
Almost every teacher I know makes a Amazon wish list at the beginning of each school year or the summer, and they send it out to friends and family to try to, get supplies for their classroom.
Mojica has even started to enter in contests like Simple Modern, a water bottle brand that is having a competition for who's the favorite teacher. The educator with the most votes wins supplies for the upcoming school year.
You win, you get 500 water bottles for the students at the school, $500 for your classroom, $1,000 for your school, and tote bags for all the teachers.
Despite the financial stress every summer brings, Mojica says it's all worth it seeing how happy her students are the moment they walk into the classroom.
Lots of my students have mentioned to me that they love how I, change up the room for the seasons or have it, welcoming, bright colors on the walls. They notice those things, and so I guess that's what keeps me going.
Now, if you'd like to know how you can help support Amanda Mojica in trying to get school supplies for the upcoming school year, you can visit our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Here in Desert Hot Springs, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Well, we're certainly hoping that Amanda wins that contest. Still ahead on your midday news, NBC's Garrett Hake breaks down the continued drama that surrounds the Trump administration and the supposed Epstein files. That's coming up after the break, but let's take a live look outside from our Indian Wells golf resort camera right now. A lot of blue sky out there on your Wednesday morning. Our meteorologist Jerry Steffen will have that 7-day in just a few minutes.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
I was actually thinking.
Night after night, discovered the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. We turn now to the ongoing pushback over the Trump administration's handling of the so-called Jeffrey Epstein files. NBC's Garrett Hake is following all of the details from the White House.
As the White House looks to quiet a MAGA-led uproar over its handling of files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the Trump DOJ's second-in-command now says he will seek information from Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, who's currently serving a 20-year sentence on sex trafficking charges and is appealing her conviction. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche posting Tuesday, the FBI and DOJ will hear what she has to say I anticipate meeting with Miss Maxwell in the coming days.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate to do, yeah.
Her attorney confirming talks with the DOJ, adding, "We are grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in this case." The House Oversight Committee also voting Tuesday to subpoena her testimony. In the past, Trump has offered well wishes for Maxwell, making these comments in 2020.
I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, but I wish her well, whatever it is.
Now Democrats suggesting Maxwell is looking for help from Trump.
She obviously wants to be free, and she understands that there's opportunity in her in working with Donald Trump.
Though President Trump shrugged off a question about Maxwell yesterday,
I don't really follow that too much. It's sort of a witch hunt.
He and the White House have been well aware of the pressure from their base and trying to shift focus, including throwing out baseless accusations that former President Obama tried to influence the 2016 election. Yesterday, Obama's office issuing a rare rebuke, writing, "These bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction." Overnight, President Trump coaching congressional Republicans on his strategy.
Every time they give you a question that's not appropriate, just say, "Oh, by the way, Obama cheated on the election."
For now, many seem happy to avoid the issue entirely, the House starting its summer recess early to avoid potentially embarrassing votes demanded by Democrats and some Republicans for Epstein information the Trump administration says it doesn't have.
This comes down to what are Republicans afraid of?
That was Garrett Hake reporting. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera out there. Looks like I see maybe some maintenance out there working on the course this morning. Our meteorologist Jerry Steffen has your 7-day coming up. Stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
I was actually thinking.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in for their news.
Clear skies in our Agua Caliente Casino cam. A lot of blue behind me. We had temps that were at 104 in Palm Springs the last 2 afternoons, slightly below that 109-degree normal, and will be below normal again today by the same range of temps. 86 degrees at Yucca Valley, 95, Thousand Palms, 95 also at the airport, 79 degrees. That's at Beaumont. Winds a little breezy, but not bad. They will pick up a little bit again as the sun begins to set out of the west. This is the visible satellite. We did have a thicker marine layer yesterday all the way down to San Diego County. Cleared out a little faster today. Some lingering clouds along Los Angeles area there, but that will clear out. later this half hour. Santa Monica cam showing those clouds still lingering that area, but San Diego County clearing out, Monte Laguna Observatory area. And then here in the Coachella Valley, clear skies and Arturo Peak cam looking to the north. Yeah, nothing on radar over the southwest right now. Maybe a smattering of showers and thunderstorms over eastern Arizona into New Mexico. That's about it. And that's where the best shot will be to the east of us, where the monsoonal moisture will still linger. 104 to 108, putting us slightly below normal. Again, lots of sunshine to go with those numbers. 104 at Palm Springs, 106 Indio, 107 today at Palm Desert. Overnight lows in the middle 70s under totally clear skies this evening. Still hot and dry tomorrow. 105 to 109, maybe a degree or two warmer, but still a couple notches below average, with 106 in Palm Springs and Indio 108. That'll be tomorrow at Palm Desert. Then Friday comes, that high pressure center gets shoved aside just a little bit, so the numbers come down by a couple degrees. Low pressure center responsible for that. Still hot and dry for us, 102 to 106. Going to be a pleasant day with very dry air in place. 104 Friday for Palm Springs, 105 Palm Desert. Wind's not really an issue like yesterday, just picking up late in the afternoon in the wind-prone areas. Upper 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds around sunset. That'll be through this coming weekend. And north of I-10, yeah, just strong breezes for us in the low 20-mile-an-hour range. As far as surface moisture, we remain dry today. Middle of the day, relative humidity around 10%, even drier air Thursday and Friday, possibly even Saturday. Okay, as far as next week, early next week, a ridge of high pressure strengthens again over the southwest, adding a few more degrees. So at or above 110, that'll be Monday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, dry air in place. Even Tuesday will be at 110s, 111s, and 112s around the Coachella Valley. Nothing really outstanding, but just a heads up. And monsoonal moisture, none of it for us in Southern California. Over the next 7 days, it all stays to the east. Comfort Air 7-day forecast around 105 today, tomorrow, and again on Friday. 103 under mostly sunny skies on Saturday. Numbers move up Monday. 112 for Palm Springs on Monday afternoon, 111 Tuesday.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
I was actually thinking.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts. Couldn't agree more.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
In some entertainment news, our Todd Makovsky is here this morning introducing us to a local talent that he'll be performing with at the Cascade Lounge.
I am thrilled to welcome my guest today, a talented vocalist, dynamic song stylist, producer, and former circus performer. She's released 2 full-length jazz albums with a 3rd set to debut this coming January. We've shared the stage many times, and we've got another exciting performance coming up later this month at the Cascade Lounge. Carrie Kirkland, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the show.
The pleasure is mine, Todd.
So
Thank
we're
you.
doing a show.
We're doing a show. I mean, we've done many shows,
We have.
but this show is really kind of exciting. It's in a venue that we haven't performed at together before.
Right, it's going to be at the Cascade Lounge at the
July 31st.
July 31st.
At the Agua Caliente.
Yes.
In Palm Springs.
7 p.m.
Let's
I'm
hope. Let's
thinking
hope.
7 p.m.
Let's hope.
Check the website. Anyway, it is the music of James Taylor and Carole King.
Huge favorites of ours.
Absolutely.
And a show that originated at Palm Springs Underground, PS Underground.
Right.
We did the concept of the show there, and now we've expanded it. We've made it a little bit longer.
Yep.
We've added some fun surprises for the groups that may have seen it at PS Underground.
We're going to talk a little bit more, tell the story of
tell more
James Taylor
stories
and Carole King.
about their partnership and about other partnerships within their collective. So.
I'm very excited to be doing that with you and sharing the stage with you. It's always a pleasure.
You and I have something magical that happens on stage. I don't know what it is. It's like that click that you get with only certain performers, and we are lucky enough to have it.
I agree. I feel like whenever I perform with you, I feel safe.
Yes.
And we are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And
I think to any performers listening, they understand that, because that feeling that you're cushioned and you're cared for and you're going to be okay no matter what happens, no matter what direction the band goes, no matter what direction we go individually, it's all going to come together and it's going to be okay.
Absolutely. So the show is a tribute to James Taylor and Carole King. It is at the Cascade Lounge on Thursday, July 31st at, we think, 7 p.m.
Let's hope.
Fantastic. Carrie Kirkland, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You can catch our show on Thursday night, July 31st at 7 p.m. at the Cascade Lounge in downtown Palm Springs. And for the full interview with Carrie Kirkland, go to NBCPalmSprings.com, Desert Entertainment with Todd.
All right, thanks to Todd for that. Not only can you find Desert Entertainment with Todd on our website, you can also find all of our top stories, our news headlines, breaking news as well. Click on that newsroom tab. You'll find everything organized by date. We'll be right back.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
I was actually thinking.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Before we go, Modernism Week set to announce their lineup of events for their fall run this year. Tickets go on sale August 1st for that event, which will run from October 16th through the 19th. The main Modernism Week celebration is planned for February next year. Those tickets will go on sale after the fall preview in November. Always fun when Modernism Week's in town.
I think they do it twice a year, right?
Yeah, it's gotten so popular.
Drive around Palm Springs, look at the homes. Love it. Anyway,
fun.
as far as today, slightly below normal highs. Palm Springs, normal high is 109. We'll take 104. Dry air, 107 Cathedral City. Tomorrow about the same. Friday, we'll throw that in there too. Maybe a few high clouds on Thursday. But next week, we could see the numbers move up above normal beginning Monday.
All right, more news coming up at 5 and 6 here on NBC Palm Springs. We'll see you then.